In this video, I will be assembling a Diktator XS 2x72 belt grinder from start to finish. I would not use this video as the gospel truth for how to actually assemble one of these, as it is very likely I'll be rambling about some sort of nonsense halfway through and not giving actual additional instruction on the screen. If that's not what you're looking for and you need assistance in assembling one of these, Diktator over on their YouTube page has a bunch of professional videos on how to actually assemble their products. So all in all, this took me approximately half an hour to fully assemble this belt grinder. I actually did really take my time with this one. I often have this desire to just cut the bend off of an Allen key and stick that into a drill and turn the torque down. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. That's what I do every time my wife brings home some sort of cabinet or bookshelf from Menards or Amazon. So by now, I honestly have every common size of Allen key already cut off in a little container in the workshop. I am an impatient and uncontrollable Philistine, and the power tools are just going to come out whether or not you tell me not to on the instructions 99% of the time. But assembling this product was so nice, I did want to show everybody that I can be rational and reasonable and not just throw a broken Allen key into the chuck of my drill. Now, I will say the only issue that I actually came across was the list of tools needed wasn't quite extensive enough. For instance, you can see here I'm using a T20 torque key to put these handles for the tilt function on. There was some different sized Allen keys and wrenches also from what they told me in the YouTube video, but I'm in a shop, so I was quite literally unbothered by any of this issue. A few of these may have been easier to do with a socket wrench, but I'm actually stupid and I just make knives for a living. I've only been forced to turn nuts and bolts by the millions of everyday experiences one only gets as a working class adult man. I'm not complaining at all. It is what it is. Born to be an artisan, but forced to turn wrenches. You don't see them a lot in the videos, but the majority of this was actually filmed by hand by my younger brother, Trevor. I had planned to get this all done over the weekend before he arrived on Monday morning, but we actually had two fourth grade basketball tournaments over the weekend, one on Saturday and one really long one on Sunday. The boys team did actually win the Sunday tournament, but that just means I didn't actually get anything done in the shop. So instead of getting started on the next batch of knives, Trevor and I mailed out the majority of the chunky minis that I had dropped onto the website on Friday, and then he helped me clean, build this table, and now build this belt grinder. This is the final step for the belt grinder chassis before I attach the electric motor. And after finishing putting the tracking wheel on, I can say it was incredibly beneficial having a second person around when I went to put this electric motor on. I can think of a couple different ways I would have done this on my own without any help, but I'm a pretty strong guy, so I just held it in place while Trevor put the bolts in. And the final step was just to put the drive wheel on the arbor of the electric motor, which I did really quickly, and we had a functioning belt grinder. So here it is, running smoothly and functioning perfectly. Now I actually have it bolted down to the bench, and I used it for the majority of the day in combination with my other belt grinder. If you made it this far in the video, please go check out Diktator Grinder to see all the different tools that they make, and thank you so much for watching.